Hey, Bexley Rec at Home. This is Natalie Mullen again. Today we're going to be talking about soccer fundamentals. I've been playing soccer for since I was about 5 years old. And then after high school and 4 years of college and playing in college, I needed to stick with it because I enjoyed it so much. I turned to coaching. I've been coaching now for about 15 years, on and off club soccer, and then the last 11 years I've been coaching high school soccer. This is something that I enjoy doing in my spare time outside of Bexley Rec, and some of the most important things for me as a coach when I talk to my players is fundamentals. Okay, everybody from 5 years old to professionals have to have good fundamentals. And they still work on those throughout their entire career. But we're going to start very basic, right? So we're going to work on ball comfort. What we want to do when we're talking about ball comfort is how we feel with the ball at our feet, all right? How comfortable are we using all parts of our foot? So some of the parts of the feet that we want to use when we're working with the ball is going to be the inside of our foot, all right? It's also going to be the outside of our foot. And then it's going to be the bottom of our foot, where we're the sole of our foot. Okay, so that's what we're going to use to help ourselves get comfortable with the ball at our feet. Okay, so one of the first things we're going to do is something that's called foundation or box. You're going to box the ball back and forth between your feet. All right, so you're going to get a nice stance. You're going to stay on your toes. All right, and you're just going to pass the ball back and forth between your feet. Okay, and as you get a good rhythm down, you start to jog with it. All right, take a peek up every now and then. Make sure that you're looking up. Okay, and you keep the ball right between your feet, okay? You start to feel that in your calves a little bit when you stay up on your toes. Keep good balance up top, all right? And push that ball back and forth. Just like to tell yourself you're passing the ball from one foot to the other. All right, the next one is gonna be a box with a turn, okay? So we're gonna box, use the inside of our feet to push the ball back and forth maybe 4 or 5 times. Then we're gonna take the sole of our foot and turn 90 degrees. Okay, and then we're gonna box again, okay? And then after we box 4 or 5 times, we're gonna then switch to our left foot and pull back to the front, 90 degrees. Always stay on its toes, twist at your hips, and pull the ball back. All right, this next one is called toe touches. Very simple, very basic. All right, this will really get a burn in your calves. All right, you're just gonna take one foot on top of the ball with the sole of your foot, and you're just gonna alternate. Okay, get this rhythm down. Then you wanna see how fast you can go and pick your pace up. Okay, still wanna stay balanced. All right, still wanna keep your body upright. Keep your arms out to keep yourself centered, okay? And then a progression with that is moving forward or moving backward with the ball. Take a few steps back, keep it out in front, take a few steps forward. Back, forward. Okay, a real simple one to just get really comfortable with the ball using the outside, the inside, and the sole of your foot is you're just gonna stand still on one foot. So if I'm gonna stand on my left leg, I'm gonna use my right leg and go back and forth. Don't really take my foot off the ball. Just roll it back and forth, okay? This is gonna get that comfort level how you need it, right? So you can do some with your right, you can do some with your left, okay? Just getting a good feel for the ball at your foot. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about rolling the ball. Okay, this is gonna really use the sole of your foot, okay, and really being comfortable with it on the outside of your feet and the inside of your feet. Okay, so you're just gonna take a step with it and roll. Step and roll, okay? Then you come backwards. Step and roll, step and roll, okay? Once you get it down, you can do a few. And every now and then, take a little peek up so you can see where you're going. Okay, now this next one we're gonna do is gonna be inside of the foot and outside of the foot using just the same foot. So I'm gonna start with my right foot, right? So I'm gonna go inside, outside, inside, outside. Make sure the ball moves, right? I wanna make sure it moves. I'm just kind of staying in one little space, but I'm getting touches back and forth, okay? Making sure the ball is moving when I'm moving, okay? And you can switch feet. Always need to practice both feet, all right? That bad foot, which the left foot is my bad foot, Doesn't get better unless you practice. Okay, we're still doing inside outside, but now we're going to use both feet instead of just one foot. So you're going to come across your body, touch it out, kind of chop it back, push it out, chop it back, push it out. Okay? And once you get a good rhythm, see how fast you can do it. The ball definitely needs to move, and you need to touch the ball every time. All right, now we're going to work on bringing the ball up off the ground. Okay, so I've got about 5 or 6 different ways that we can pick the ball up off the ground without using our hands. Okay, first one we're going to do, very simple, all with the same foot, which most of you that are soccer players probably already know this one. It's one of the first ones that we learn, right? We're just going to roll the ball back using the sole of our foot and pop it up in the air. Okay? The next one we're going to do, we're going to roll it back with one foot to the other foot to pop it up in the air. Okay, so we're going to alternate feet as we roll it. So I'm going to roll it from my right foot back to my left foot and pick it up off the ground at that point. Okay, this next one here is called the duck. At least that's what I like to call it. Because you start kind of with your feet out, all right, and you're going to quickly pop them in and pop the ball up off the ground. All right, this by far, this one right here is going to be my favorite. It's a little spin move where you roll the ball up the back of your leg and then you spin into it to keep it off the ground. Okay, so if I'm here, I'm going to spin up and into it. Okay, when we do it the other way, you can see, right? I'm going to spin up the back of the leg and then twist back into it. Off the ground. All right, this next one's very similar to the spin move, except you're going to roll the ball up, and as you bring it up, you're going to bring your leg up and pop it down with your toe. This one's a little bit more tricky, all right, but it's the same concept. I'm going to bring it up my leg again, and I'm going to try to pop it down with that toe. Same toe you bring the ball up with. Oh. It is tricky. All right, and the last one to bring the ball up at the ground is going to use a roll from the side. You're going to kind of roll to the foot behind you, okay? I'm going to start with the ball out here, roll it, and then this one's going to pop it up off the ground. Okay, and then again, you have to be ready to move and then continue the juggle. Oh. Okay, so next thing we're going to work on is juggling, all right? Juggling is keeping the ball up in the air, all right, without letting it hit the ground, okay? Personally, this is one of my favorites. I enjoyed juggling all the way through college. I still enjoy juggling today. I just don't do it nearly as much. So some of the things we forget, though, when we do juggle, this is the fun way to work on your ball comfort, right? So the better you get at juggling, the better your foot becomes with the ball, all right? You get quicker with the ball, okay? You have better control on the ball, all right? Bringing the ball down out of the air, that's one of the big things from juggling, right? Because you're using that ball up in the air, and how are you getting those touches? You have soft touches, all right? Can you bring the ball down into the ground? Can you keep it at your foot? Those are some of the positives of getting active into juggling, right? And working to use your foot, use your thigh, use your head, your shoulder sometimes, your chest, okay? All parts of your body, all right? And getting comfortable with keeping that ball up off the ground. So the first one we're gonna work on is juggling with one foot only, okay? So you can alternate between your right and your left, right? But you can get repetitions on your right foot, get repetitions on your left foot, okay? Use whatever you want. Bring the ball up off the ground, okay? See what you can do to try to keep that ball below your waist, okay? All right, and challenge yourself to see how many you can get. That was my right foot, that's my good foot. I'll show you my left foot. Just so you know, everybody has a bad foot, but it can always get better when you practice, right? I just have to take a little bit more concentration with my left foot, okay? But it can be done. Okay, now we're gonna alternate right foot, left foot. So basically like you're just kind of marching in place, okay? Yep. Go on. Try to alternate the best you can. Keep your leg flat, right? If you can, keep it below your waist. Okay? And do your best to go back and forth. Okay, the next one is going to be thigh only. And it's cool if you want to start with your hand, the ball in your hands, all right? Or you can lift it up off the ground. But basically, this one is truly like you're marching in place, okay? Keep a nice flat surface here on your thigh to keep the ball up and pop it up. Hey, get a good rhythm. Gotta be ready to move when the ball moves, right? Okay, the next one we're gonna do is alternating between your thigh and your foot, okay? So you're gonna pop it up, just do thigh, foot, okay? Pop it up. It's all about that one's a little tricky. All right, and the last one that's kind of a challenge, right, is around the world. So you're gonna go foot, thigh, head, thigh, foot down the other side, okay? It is tough. You've gotta have kind of good balance with your body. You've gotta pop the ball up at the right height, all right? Have the right pace on the ball. And then you also have to have a little bit of control, okay? All right, so let's give this one a shot. Go back around. Okay, challenge for you. How many juggles in a row can you get keeping the ball off the ground? Consecutive touches, ball off the ground. Using whatever part of your body that you want, okay? I'm gonna give it a try here. Try to give you a goal to beat, all right? Oh, wore myself out doing that. 79, okay? Not too bad. A little tired, a little out of breath. But I'll take 79 for being 37 years old. I could probably do better, but I'm glad you guys beat me. All right, have at it. Okay, that's it for today. All right, remember, fundamentals, ball comfort, juggling, okay? These are all things that you can do at home. You don't need a net, all right? You just need a little bit of green space. I was literally in maybe a 5x5 to 7x7 space in my yard, okay? Do what you can at home to stay active, all right? This is just kind of a sport specific like Mr. Price did with the basketball, right? Okay, a lot of sports you can do things at home, all right, to keep yourself sharp, keep your skills sharp while we have to stay at home and can't go to our practices. So take advantage of what you can, all right, work on your skills at home and post your juggle challenge, all right? I want to know how many juggles you guys can get. I'm really excited to see that, okay? Until next time, you guys stay safe, stay active, all right? And we will see you again.